Hi, it's week 2. Okay. Now, as promised, this week I'm going to discuss an issue that's been bugging me for the past few months. Uh, when the lockdown was declared, we faculty were told to go online. What I did was I immediately carried out a survey among my students about their internet connectivity and facilities. The results were all over the place, heterogeneous. But it was obvious that there would be those left behind. Now, I planned, therefore, to do everything via email because one, I already had an e-group set up at the start of the semester. Two, and I knew it was the most economical data-wise. No? But my university eventually shut down all instruction shortly after probably doing their own studies and concluding the same thing. So I began preparations for the next semester, which meant learning as many tools as I could, which accounts for last week's vlogs, and studying how to use them. But still, the main issue I couldn't shake was how much precious data do all of these tools consume. Well, I got a chance to find out because 2 weeks ago, we lost our home internet, our fiber internet here at home. Now, instead of sulk, I took this as an opportunity to see what life would be like for a student on a prepaid cell phone. Because I'm on a prepaid cell phone, and it's LTE, 4G, so I depended entirely on my phone. And the same thing with the rest of the people here in the house. We all depended on our cell phone data, which was all LTE. We barely survived on our LTE cell phones. Now, I had to use my laptop very sparingly because laptops use more data than mobile platforms like cell phones and tablets. And even then, I was spending more every day on prepaid load than I would have spent if I had a fixed line. And the speed was slow. It was very slow. I mean, like, compared to a fixed line, on my fixed line, I'm getting 20 to 30 megabits per second. And, on these LTE things, 4, 5, 10 at most, But you'll be lucky to get that, And the worst thing that happened was my daughter, who is practically online and working almost 24/7 that week because she had a major project coming down. Her cell phone overheated, and she had a thermal shutdown. So I had to get her another. We had to get a pocket Wi-Fi so she could complete her project. Okay, and this scares me, because, for example, Zoom seems to be the platform of choice for teleconferencing these past few months, And I think there are many teachers who are planning to use this as a virtual replacement for the physical classroom. The problem is, Zoom uses a lot of data. I mean, really a lot of data. Now, look at this chart, for example. I got it here. Look at this chart. It's crazy. For a one-on-one Zoom call, and this is for a group call, For a group call, high quality, which is relatively low, because 720 is HD. This is the start of HD, and 1080p is really HD now, But look, you're using download. You're downloading 450 megabytes of data an hour, and you're uploading 360 megabytes per hour for a total of 810 megabytes per hour. That's scary, That means that one-hour class session, will leave very little from a 50 peso prepaid Giga Video Smart Promo, which gives you only 1 GB of data, no? Spread out over 3 days. Pero hindi, you won't reach the 3 days because it'll be gone in 1 day. Now, and that's just one class, no? Imagine if a student had five 1-hour classes in a day. It's crazy, no? Okay. So what I did was, okay, I made a chart guesstimating, no? This is a guesstimate about how much data different platforms would consume. So I had 3 categories, and I'll show you the categories are here. Let me see that. It's screen 2. Okay. Now, high data consumption, no, is teleconferencing. I mean, it uses, as I said, it uses a lot of data, which is why it's really a red flag for me. Now, medium data consumption, no, would be, for example, streaming, no, which means Facebook Live or YouTube Live, no. It's less data because everything's just going downstream and nothing's going up, no. Okay, video playback on YouTube, okay, is the same. Everything's just going downstream, no. And by the way, for Smart, and I think for Globe too, there's they have, for their plans, they have daily quota of 1 GB free for YouTube, no. So at least you don't have to pay for it, no. Facebook Live and Facebook Live. I don't know if Facebook is still free on prepaid, but I think it used to be, no. Audio playback uses less data than video, obviously. And text documents, yeah, they use even less data. Depends on the size of the document. Like, for example, I have all my readings for the entire semester in my Arts 1 class are all in PDF, and all of them are 360-something megabytes. That's everything for the entire semester. No? So you can download them in one go. Okay. Now, of course, the lowest data consumption would be email. No? We're only talking kilobytes here. Email and e-groups, which is why I still maintain an e-group, even if I keep on telling my students it's such an archaic platform. But hey, it works. No? And probably Facebook. If you're just browsing around Facebook, yeah. No. So what I'm going to do for the next episode, no, is I'm going to list down all the activities that I used to do in my old face-to-face class. No? And I'm going to try and see which ones can be matched with what kind of platform. No? Actually, that's what I'm trying to do now. How do I match an activity to a platform? Because there are a lot of platforms that I can use out there. No? So much so that I can keep my data consumption down. No? I was trying to do it this morning, and I think there's some activities that cannot be translated. So I have to think of a new one. No? I have to create new activities. No? But of the ones that are existing, I'm trying to migrate them over and see how I can do it and what platform fits it so I don't kill my students' load. Okay? That's for the next episode. And I hope you stay with me, especially this week, because again, these issues, are very, very, very important to me. Sometimes, when I think of my students, it breaks my heart. No? But there are solutions. No? And we just have to find the right solutions. And I'm talking to people, there are people who are helping me right now find solutions to all of these problems. And I'm very, very thankful to them. No? So stick with me this week and we'll get through how to deal with these problems. Okay? Sige. Bye.